We're in the San Fernando Valley. Who are we talking to?
Nadia Ali.
The one and only.
Yes.
For stupid people like myself, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Where you're from originally?
Well, I was born in Jersey. I grew up in the Bay Area, and I recently moved to LA. I am Pakistani descent. My parents are from Pakistan, and I've been to Pakistan a few times in my lifetime. So.
Were you born in Pakistan, or were you from here?
I was born in Jersey, and I grew up in the Bay Area. Yeah.
Okay. In the Bay Area, did you go to a public school, private school?
I went to a public school. I also went to a public high school. I went to college too. So.
Favorite subjects at that point?
I like dance. I think out of everything, I like dance. It was less effort for my brain.
Okay. You finished public school, you went to high school, did you go to college, no college?
Yes, I did go to college. I went to San Francisco City College. So I did a little bit of community college. And then I decided I wanted to take a different route for the time being. So yeah.
Was there something that happened in your life that made you want to take a change, go a different
Well,
route?
I just couldn't afford college anymore, and taking care of the household and basically trying to build myself during that time at the same time. So I decided to dance, and then a year later, I've talked to porn agencies during that time I was dancing, and I found one that I really liked. And then a year later, I started doing porn. So.
Dancing, go-go dancing, nude dancing?
No, actually, I started off in a fully nude strip club, and then I went to a topless bar later. So it's more of a burlesque type of feel. So I started as a full nude stripper to a dancer later on.
You have a preference between the two?
I think being a topless dancer is a lot more fun, and it's a little bit of mystery because they don't know how my kitty looks.
When you first got into dancing, was it for the attention or was it strictly for the money?
It was strictly for the money. It was not for the attention. I'm very shy. I'm very nice. I'm very shy. I'm very laid back. I wasn't really open about my sexuality. Only a few people knew my sexuality that I was dealing with, but yeah.
Oh, when you started dancing and you were doing topless, were you comfortable doing lap dances?
Yeah, I mean, once I started doing fully nude and getting comfortable with that, it was no ease to me to be comfortable doing topless. It was kind of reversing back, so it wasn't that bad.
How old were you the first time you saw something, I don't like the word pornographic, but pornographic?
Pornographic?
A magazine, a movie?
I think when I was like 12, 11.
Did you know what that was? Was it considered dirty or was it considered?
Well, I didn't really know about sex until I was like 12 or 11, or how it works. I just thought that they kissed each other and they were naked, and then by dry humping they make a baby. But like my sister, which is my girlfriend, like my friend, she told me, no, you have to insert the penis in the vagina, and then there's a certain type of discharge that comes out that makes a baby.
Okay. So then the first thing you saw was a full-on movie?
For a real pornographic, like a real pornographic, I saw when I was 14.
Did that turn you on? Were you curious? Was it?
It was more curiosity than turn on, because I was, humping pillows, and I didn't understand why I felt so good.
Were you strictly watching boy-girl scenes at that point, or was it girl-girl?
I watched boy-girl scenes. I watched animal scenes. I watched gay porn. I watched lesbian porn. I just educated myself with my girlfriend. We watched every type of porn that there was, because we just wanted to know what was out there, type of thing.
Was there one you liked more than the other?
I was strictly boy-girl, so.
I don't know much about the Pakistani culture. How is sex?
It's behind closed doors.
Was it strictly for marriage? Is it strictly for having a family?
It's strictly between two intimate couples, but they have to be married type of thing. It's to enjoy each other behind marriage type of thing. And I didn't want to wait until marriage to feel how that felt, you know?
Right.
I kind of wanted to know how it felt before marriage. So
Had you had a lot of boyfriends up to that point?
I think my first real boyfriend, like, that didn't last that long either, but my first real boyfriend that I lost my virginity to, that actually liked me and that actually like took me out and stuff, was when I was 14 and he was 17.
Prior to going all the way with the boyfriend, had you given people blowjobs and touched and kissed and stuff with other
Before
boyfriends?
I had sex with this boyfriend, I was talking to someone and I did give him a blowjob, but I was very afraid of losing my virginity, so I didn't lose it, but I did give head and got head, and yeah. But after, you know, I wanted to know how it felt. So it took a few times for me to stop feeling pain and start feeling pleasure, and that was only in like one position. And then slowly doing doggy and other positions were very painful, so I had to practice to make myself comfortable in other positions.
Was that with the same one boy that you were dating, or was it?
No, after I dated him, I dated like 2 other people, and then after that I went to Pakistan to go visit because I was being bad, and my mom was like, I'll leave you there if you're gonna continue being bad. But when I came back, I think my first pornography was with this guy, and I didn't know he was filming me at all. And he showed it to the whole school. It went viral, very viral. It went to the whole school. People that didn't know me knew me. I was a junior, and like freshmen knew me, seniors knew me. They're like, this girl, she's so quiet. And I guess the quiet ones are the freakiest ones, right?
Absolutely. You mentioned you were afraid of losing your virginity. What were you afraid of?
I was afraid of losing my virginity before time, but I also wanted to lose my virginity at the same time. So I was like in like a contradiction or internal battle with myself, because I wanted to feel sex with the right person. And so, well, not all of them were the right person, but most of them were. So yeah, and I guess after that video went viral, 6 to 8 weeks later, I started talking to this guy that I dated for 3 years. And we practiced so many positions, and I was very open-minded. So we had sex all the time. All the time.
Once the video went viral, did it make you more popular in school?
Yeah, in a bad way. It made me very popular. Definitely got all the guys' attention, and the attention that I didn't want. And I was very quiet, so I wanted things to be between me and him. But if me and him had like a sex thing quietly between me and him, it would have stayed between me and him. But he only hit it one time, and it went viral, so I became more closed off. And when I started dating someone else, it was not from my school. It was from a different school. And I told him, the word is gonna get out. I just wanna let you know I've had sex with someone that I was talking to. They weren't interested in me. They were interested in exposing me. And do you wanna be with me or not? And he was fine with it. So.
Did he film it on his cell phone? Did he hide a camera somewhere?
It was a cell phone.
I'm assuming your family found out about that?
No. I never ratted myself out to the board. I never ratted myself out to the principal. The vice principal found out and asked me about it, and I was like, no, there's no such thing as going on. I just kept it, all my rumors, all the things and trials and tribulations I was going on in school without letting my parents know, even though it was killing me inside. So yeah.
At that point in your life, were you just having sex with boys, or were there girls or anything else involved?
I did get hit on by a few girls when I was like 8 or 9 or 7. And I got scared. I was like, I want to be your best friend. I don't want to hook up with you. I was really like very closed off. I think I started being open with girls more in the last 2 to 3 years.
Do you have a particular look for your girl you like?
Yeah, I'm very picky. The pussy has to be pretty. She has to have booty. I don't mind her to being slim, but I like them slim and with a little bit of curves. I don't mind if they have like a small butt or a big butt or small titties. It just has to go with their body together. I like the women natural form of curve. So.
Now, you're dominant or submissive with women?
I think I'm a switch. I'm definitely a switch. It depends on my mood, really.
Is that the same with men or just?
With men, I'm definitely a switch too. For the most part, I try to be submissive, but then there's certain times where I felt like to be dominant. Like, hey, I play the submissive role. I'm not naturally submissive. I play the submissive role and learn to stay in my place as a woman, but if I could walk all over you, I want to, and I'll do it. So.
Cool. You start dancing, how do you make the transition from that into making movies? Did someone come in and see you?
Well, I was online and I had applied for this website. The guy that I was talking to, hooking up, did some business transactions with and everything, he told me about this one thing called Sexy Jobs. His friend knew about it. Basically, his girlfriend used to be a stripper and doing topless photo shoots, maids. They offer pornography, they offer escort services, they offer dancing and everything. So I basically put myself out there as an escort agency, me being an escort agency and me being a dancer and me being off and also being open to porn. And I finally found an agency probably a year and a half later that I liked, that were flexible with me and kind of knew my do's and don'ts. So yeah.
From watching a porn to actually being in one, what you expected, what you didn't? Because most people just watch a movie and they think people just lay down and have sex.
No, I think I was already sexually active, and because behind closed doors, I did focus on my performance, just not knowing I'll get in porn one day. Getting on camera, it was more so like, okay, do this angle for the camera, do that angle for the camera. And my dialogue, I started speaking up more about how I feel, how good it feels, and just exaggerating it by 10%, but 90% been real.
Did you know the person you were working with, the boy?
No, I like walking into surprises.
That's a turn on?
Yeah, it is, because I know it's gonna be a huge cock, so anything that comes is fine with me.
Was there a big crew and stuff there watching you? You turned down having people there watching you have sex?
I like that there was 1 or 2 people watching me have sex. If I really, really, really enjoyed it with the guy, I wouldn't care how many people are watching me. But if it was like, okay, I'm enjoying it, but it's mostly acting because I have to adjust here and there, then I would like a little bit of privacy. But if I'm like enjoying it full on, we're getting along, the performance is great, you know it's gonna be a good ending, I wouldn't care how many people were watching me.
The day you did the shoot, was that the first time you had like a professional photo shoot done with you?
Excuse me?
The first time you did your first scene?
Yes.
Had you done a lot of modeling and stuff before that?
I have done modeling and stuff like photo shoots and modeling, but I haven't did any nude. I haven't did any type of for pornography. After that high school video, I was kind of afraid to come back on camera for a very long time. I was very afraid to come back on camera. I think porn opened those doors for me again to come back on camera.
I was just curious what your thoughts were the first time you saw yourself naked in a photo.
I was so self-critical of myself. I was like, oh my God, look at that, look at that, look at that. And you know what that did? That just helped me improve my body. I lost a tiny little weight, got more tanner. Just, you know, the way I angle myself was better. Now I know how to angle myself when I'm naked versus wearing lingerie. So.
First time you saw your sex scene?
I was proud of myself. I was very proud of myself. You know, a lot of people are not proud of their first amateur movie, but I am. I did a good job. Despite the fact that I had a chipped tooth at the time, because once I got my first check, I fixed my tooth. But yeah, that's the only complaint I have is my chipped tooth.
Did you look at it from a critical perspective, an arousal perspective? When you watched the scene, did it turn you on?
It turned me on. Like, this is what guys see when they hook up with me. This is what guys get turned on. I can understand why people talk to me. But I can also understand why a lot of my relationships been very dysfunctional.
Because?
I'm great at sex, and when I leave their presence, they have no control, and that's why they had control issues, because I'm fucking amazing.
I would figure that would be every guy's dream, to have a hot woman who likes sex.
Yeah, but the thing is, because they had really good hot sex with me, instead of being like, hey, I'm gonna keep hooking up with her, it was still like, what else is out there? If I have this, what else is out there? And I'm like, oh my God, why do you have to be an idiot? Why can't it just be between me and you?
When the video comes out, then you've got, I think, 2 boyfriends, 3 boyfriends at that point. Do you become more sexually active, or do you just kind of pull back because of all the drama?
When? Before porn or after?
Before.
Before porn, them not being loyal and being consistent just kind of made me naturally lose interest. And this is how I am after porn, well, in porn, during porn, and before porn. It's just that I lose interest when they have attention to, giving this attention to everyone else, because then I don't feel special anymore. And I break up with them, and then they, you know, then they start missing. Yeah, and then they regret it, and then I still hook up with them, but I still toss them away after I'm done with them like a toy. Like, if you want to be a toy, I can treat you like one. And, you know, then they have self-esteem issues afterwards. I'm like, you did that on yourself. I didn't make it happen.
When you were just with the boys in high school and stuff before porn, were you just doing straight sex, or was there anal sex, anything else involved?
Okay, well, with my high school boyfriend that I was with for 3 years, we did anal like 6-7 times throughout the whole time of the breakup and the relationship. And one time he was fucking me so good, he accidentally inserted the dick in the anal, you know, accidentally, and that shit hurt because I wasn't expecting. I was like, wow, take it out. So, but yeah, it wasn't that bad with my, you know, when I was with him. And then probably when I was like 19, I had sex with this one Latino guy, and we were doing Molly and drinking. And I never, like, I have done Molly back in high school, but I didn't return to ecstasy or Molly until after high school. But doing it with him, we were up until like 6 in the morning, and he started doing anal, and it kind of felt good and hurt and felt good. So I can do anal now, but I don't do anal for my porn scenes because they tend to give me like 12-inch cocks. Yeah, I can't take that all the way up my ass. That's a lot of guts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Multiple boys at that point, or just one guy?
After or before porn?
Before porn, I'm sorry.
Before porn, I'm always like a one-sided, like I'm always like a one guy kind of girl. Like I don't really hook up like that. And if I am single, I'm only seeing 2 to 3 people. But yeah, I don't really stay single for that long. But currently I've been staying single for a while, so.
For a guy to have a chance in hell with you, tall, short, fat, skinny, funny, serious, what type of guy would you look for?
I don't care if he's in a wheelchair, and I don't care if he's blind, and I don't care if he's deaf. I really don't. I think the right guy come in all shapes and form. It's just about how I feel with this guy and how sincere it is. And the sex gotta be good. And his head, and the way, if he could eat, if in the beginning, if he ate me out really good, that's like a way to my heart. The way to my heart is eating me out really good.